we were, a question,
Let me get the public back in.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
sure.
one person.
Everyone else left.
No, there's
Not
one
the
person,
outside.
but he's outside.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so, I want to remind the board that the board went through a process last year where you had a subcommittee of members, send out a request for proposals, you received some back, and it was evaluated, and out of the proposals that were received, you chose two firms to enter into for master services agreements. They were Barton and LaJudas and Verity Engineering. And for the most part, for a while, the board was rotating projects between Verity and Barton. So one would go to Verity, the next one would go to Barton. One would go to Verity, the next one.
Well, we were like talking with Verity.
Right, it was parking with Verity, and because the last two projects have had stormwater issues, and pollution, that's how, Barton was on the last two. And so, you know, these are just agreements that the board has. Obviously, the board is welcome to always enter into agreement with any consultant it chooses. It's just that there has to be that process where the agreement is reviewed and then it's approved by the common council and then signed by the mayor. So that does take time to get them on board. And the concept of the master services agreement was that we would have already done that vetting and approval process so that when you need help, it's just a quick bring them on without having to do that full approval every time. But yes, always welcome to hire a professional.
Right. So, I want to get a motion on, assigning the parking study for 735 Columbia Street to, Ryan, because at this time, can I say what you said? No. Okay. Can I get a motion to assign? Okay, second? All in favor? Any opposed? And if we, do we want to go forward with maybe looking for another, get a subcommittee going to maybe look for another, company for master service agreement for the future?
To you guys.
Is that? We should have options.
We already have, we have Ryan, so keep his budget. But so we can have, two, we can have three, right?
You can have as many as you want, but I will tell you that, professional consultants, they, by signing on with the master services agreement, they're foregoing the ability to take on business within Hudson. So if you're gonna ask for three or four, I find that they will probably be hesitant to sign on as a third or fourth choice, because then it will limit.
And
their
it
ability to
wouldn't,
make-
not just for the planning board, right? If all the other, if they could be used by every committee, you know, in some way. Okay, all right, so we'll table that.
Would-
Come up with that.
Did you want someone to do though a comparison of your existing consultants as far as?
Okay. And I said I was gonna do that.
You did, yeah.
that's what we did.
I heard it.
I'm gonna get a committee. I'm gonna change, I said that and I'm changing that. Can I get a committee to look at it? Somebody else? No, that's not the way the board looks at it. The board is seven, no, they're doing something.
I was very instrumental in doing these.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still have the information, and I can reach out to those companies that reply, but do not get hired. You know, we've already got it, why reinvent the wheel?
Correct.
Unless we want to just put it out there to a new company, somebody else. But I can assist. She said,
I'm not, no, I want you to go with somebody else,
no, I don't want to go with anybody else.
but I do want you to.
We also have respondents to the city's parking lot, you guys.
Oh, we have some.
We can provide you contacts who responded to the city's RFP for the parking study of this. So there's more out there.
Okay, well, then do that for us, that we appreciate it. But right now, we're gonna take 735 into money.
And I think I would, as long as there's someone, I could also look as well, because I would like to look at the comparison as well myself, so. I'm not
Good.
real
Then
satisfied.
some committee would be, Jean, Randall, And Bettina?
and Teresa.
No, it will not. Okay, Gene, since he has all the information ahead of time, he will be like in charge.
I will just say, we have to keep the committees at the earlier last, because once you have a form of the board, you have to have a public meeting.
And Mike, we're gonna send the information to me, and I'll make sure that all of us
Thanks, Frank.
get it, okay? Okay? So we have that, we have a committee. Now, there was another committee going on between John,
Jean.
Linda. I know you're not a board member.
Valerie.
Yeah, could I have your report on, so we can get that started?
Yes. Valerie did not have any information. John did not have any information. Jean and Linda reached out to different, municipalities. As of right now, we have, 13 different planning boards information. Linda was kind enough to put hers down in the Excel program, maybe, with the charts and stuff. I haven't been able to do that, but we, the committee of John, Linda, and
And you,
Valerie,
and that.
and get together and review all this and come up with a plan or plans for our committee. And it's gonna be time consuming, which is, you know, like anything else that we've been doing.
And
So,
this is like, we're gonna add something to the application.
yes,
Yeah.
that would be the
It's gonna be in
best.
addition to the original application of showing, escrow fees.
Can we, no, that's a fee schedule.
Fee
That's-
schedule.
Right.
That has to go.
Yeah, well, we gotta get it
Yeah.
together to go.
But we gotta get it together, present it to the council, they have to approve it.
They're working.
Yeah, like,
So escrow fees for now and possibly application fees later.
yeah,
because there's-
some of the municipalities have a whole gamut of
Oh,
fees and stuff, and some of them just have one or two. And then some of them are just, when you hire somebody, then you set the escrow. Whatever you want, and just to give you an idea, Beacon, Greenport, Catskill, Guilderland, Town of Washington, Village of Mount Kisco, Peekskill, Putnam Valley, Town of Unionville, Kingston, Red Hook, Rhinebeck, Town of Marlboro, Stockport on a local level, Stockport, Kinderhook, Germantown, and I already mentioned Greenport.
Yeah.
So we have, but the committee has to get together and review this and come up with a plan.
Okay, so it's not the price to have something.
We could all get together in vacations and jobs and grandchildren, you know.
we could always Zoom it.
What's that?
We could always
Yeah.
Zoom it.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
let's do it.
so long as you know how to set that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, could I get a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Oh, and I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, at what time?
20, 23.
8:18.
8:18.